Yes.
Hello, everyone. So I'm excited today to have with me Ibrahim. Ibrahim is a dear friend of mine, and also he is the founder of Fikra project. I'm not gonna speak much about Fikra. I'm gonna allow him to speak about himself and introduce Fikra briefly for us, because personally I have done multiple collaborations with Fikra previously. So I'm gonna let him introduce everything for you to have a better grasp on who is Ibrahim.
Yes, thank you, Ahmad, for this amazing introduction. I'm Ibrahim Mohammad, 20 years old, Palestinian refugee from Lebanon. So basically, I'm studying nursing at AUB. So basically, I started Fikra as an education opportunity to improve the education opportunities among the Palestinians,
Hmm.
Syrian, and Lebanese here in Lebanon. As you may know, there is a gap. There's no مثل a transition, a big transition from the school and the university. So Fikra now came to cover this gap. So in August 2021, I was applying to do the SAT exam, and I had like misconceptions how to apply. So I created a group on WhatsApp and put many people إنه يساعدونا إنه other يعني أكبر مننا ليساعدونا بالأسئلة. So my friend is Jalila Shreh. She in Cyprus. She's studying physics. She's the
Okay.
another founder of Fikra. We are two founders of Fikra.
Mhm.
فوي started إنه بأسئلة group. Then the project يعني هيك صار bigger and bigger. We created an announcement group. صار عندنا 100 participants. We created a Google form. Then we created many departments. We are going يعني هيك collaborations.
I believe now Fikra have more than 2,000 members,
Yes.
briefly, like as long as I remember. So I want
Yes.
you to tell me briefly, like, what is the thing that triggered you into starting this one? Like, what is the thing that made you say, "Oh, I have to do it. There is a gap and I have to fill it."
هي like no, it was to help and to be helped. إنه
Hmm.
مثلا once we started after the SAT program, major guidance program, and it was in 2021. I was contacted with many students from from other universities when I was in terminal.
Mm-hmm.
No, هيك مثل I was lost out what the major that fits me to choose. So
Okay.
Jalila started with introducing her major as physics, then biology, pre-med, medicine from other universities, and many students came to Fikra. Then we created مثلا certificate of participation, and then we
Yeah.
distributed to participants. Then many programs and صاروا يطلعوا with Python course, programming course,
Hmm.
English, TOEFL, applying to BAU,
Mm-hmm.
application process to AU because it's so complicated.
Okay.
Scholarship interview steps وهيك يعني.
I got you. And what are the struggles you faced? يعني, especially since you're starting
basically
young.
انه فكرة is an online platform,
Okay.
nothing انه unreal,
Mm-hmm.
no بس it is an online. So the struggles, honestly many people انه they were beside me بس انه ما I don't know how إنه the struggles were يعني انه I كان had all of my family and my friends were supportive يعني ما كانوا انه but the
Yeah.
struggles maybe we can say the funding, but still we are working on it.
I got you من ناحية
As,
like
as yes, but as one who's living in Burj Al Barajni camp, it was something so huge to achieve,
Hmm.
and many people like they know Fikra, but they know بس only Fikra تاعت المajors like nothing more.
I
No,
got you. But I
yes,
see, like, for me, I know the impact you guys are doing, especially for the young people. And I know
thank you.
that Fikra, like, comes from diverse backgrounds. And it's not only
Yes,
from one place, one university. You have too many youth that are active, and I saw it personally on a personal level. I want you to tell me, like, what is the common thing that you noticed while gathering those youth? Because your target audience, or like the people who are you are helping, are between like
yeah.
15 and 25. And those are the currently the people we are like directing our communication toward. So I want you to tell me what is the thing that you might notice that they are struggling with, maybe on a life level.
أول شيء إنه personal level نبلش the misconcept they are having مثلا إنه you got like a 17 or 16 بالترمينال. Oh my God, the scholarship is going to call you and you get a scholarship, and
Mm,
this is something so wrong. You have to go and ask here and here إنه to get a scholarship. في some people, even my parents were believing that. بعدين الفunding مثلا some people, once when you are applying to the financial aid
mm,
application, there are many documents that need مثلا. There's a document called نفي الملكية. It costs around 5 millions.
uh-huh.
uh, so you have to go حتى تطلع وعبهادر أكيد ومعطلة. فإنه والناس كتير عندها إنه خلص تتركها وما عاد إلي خلاق أقدم وخلص
Yeah,
المهم نخلص terminal. Once they finish terminal هي يا ريت لو قدمنا يا ريت لو عملنا.
exactly.
فإنه هالشي والاشياء الستراجلز السكولز ما عم بيوعوهم ابدا على هالشي. بقول شو بدكم بهالاشياء. مثلا ماي سكول كانت تقول لنا شو بدكم الاس تي هيدا التافه، انه ما تردوا وخلص انتوا ركزوا هلا
Mm.
على الترمينال. شو بدكم بالجامعه وهلا بعدين لاحقين تقدموا.
فهمان
ف
عليك. So
يس.
it's more about like the pain of regret when
ايه
people like
يس.
wanna do thing but they don't do it, they delay it. So I want you to tell me how was your experience with this statement? So getting things done now.
وانا هلا انا باي بي يعني الحمد لله يعني. It was so complicated and overwhelming journey to be at AUB. Once in 2021, لا in 2022, 2020, ULIP. It is an NGO that is giving scholarships to the Palestinian students.
Hmm?
It chose me to study with them an SET, the SET program.
Okay.
Okay, then everything went well. So the back one, there was a scholarship. It's called United World College (UWC), and it's a scholarship that gives 5 to 6 students to
Mhm.
study at 18 different schools, college around the world, US, Norway, شو اسمه UK وهيك يعني وشاينا.
I got
ف
you.
and I got to choose among 500 students here in Lebanon, but the problem was the passport. No,
Hmm.
it took so much time to be released.
Hmm.
Once this, the scholarship told me, for next year you can apply. I'm going to lose 2 years. No, it's not worth it.
Hmm.
فهيدي in May 2021. Once I felt so lost, like so powerless, and everything I was dreaming for, I lost it. Then in August 21, the فكرة started. The first step doing the SAT, and I can't يعني هيك explain how much يعني it's so stressful exam. One يعني no progress. I feel
Hmm.
the English بالاس تي is so hard, so hard. بس انه
I got you.
focusing on math. Yes. صرت انه asking many students مثلا this document وين لازم اجيبه من وين هيك من وين هيك. At the same time I should focus على الترمينال. I applied for AUB and LEU. I applied for financial aid AUB and LEU. I applied for USAID scholarship AUB and LEU. Writing the essays, doing the interviews. I applied abroad for Cyprus, كندا. so many يعني. و this is روح جيب
Hmm.
هيك وانزل هيك الأمن العام روح على السفارة. فكان كتير إنه ويجوا تقولوا لي بالمدرسة يا عمي حاج شو بدك بهالوراق خلص ركز على هاي. It was so overwhelming صراحة. Once I got like 16 بالترمينال, it was something so proud after of these years with filled of
Hmm.
documents. I got 16. Now I'm studying nursing at AUB because I am something I really like.
It's actually fascinating, the ideation of you were like
Yeah.
just putting effort, and not getting
Yes,
anything back.
oh, putting money إنه at risk. مثلا once I paid $1,000 for a seat
Mm.
before the terminal result. مثلا لو أنا I got جيد كان ما فيني أخذ AUB. إنه أنا I paid that. I paid so many إنه for documents. هيك قول إن شاء الله إنه it will happen. It will happen. فإنه I took a risk. Some people now شو بدي أدفع 1000 دولار آخر شيء ما أنجح ما أجيب هيك.
Mm.
انه I took a risk. My parents believed me انه you have to do what you can and everything will be well.
I got you. So it's the
Yes.
ideation of your family support were next to you,
Yes, my
supporting
family
you. Yeah.
support, and my peer.
Mm. That's actually a strong factor to play because
Yeah,
as he said, he was like going left and right, and he was doing
left
so
and
many
right.
things as he said. So it's kind of like you are kind of going like this. You got my point?
It
So
was overwhelming. يعني هيك روح هون ask هون
mm,
وحدا كان مثلا يعطيك clear answer. مثلا يقول لك ايه بتذكر هيك بتذكر هيك انه
mm,
ويو جو بعدين تلاقي الاشياء البوليسيز تغيرت.
I got you.
انه ففكرة انه I created في group اسمها AUB and LEU. like we have more than 400 students.
Hmm?
when I applying for AUB and LEU تقريبا the same. ف all of the students مثلا حدا من سورد ينزل على بيروت ليسأل فبتوع بيروت بيساعدوا بدل ما ينزل يسأل السؤال one
Hmm.
question. it created space to help others لحتى يكونوا هيك collaborative.
Okay.
even on my personal level أنا كتير إنه حدا ساعدني. يعني إنه أنا أسأل تلاميذي يساعدوني و the same
Hmm.
I'm giving back for
I
the
got you.
student. my
Actually,
parents كانوا إنه
um,
ما كانوا يساعد ما إنه يقولوا لي شو أروح أعمل. أنا مثلا أقول لهم I need that إنه I need
okay.
مثلا this. إنه هلا قد مصاري يعطوني أروح. بس إنه they will never ما دايما ما آمنوا فيه كانوا عن جد الحمد
Hmm.
لله. yeah
I got you. That's actually fascinating because most people don't have this kind of support. So I want to now go deep down inside Ibrahim, like inside your brain. Let's go
yeah
back to those years. What was going on inside your mind, like beside your like peer support and your family support, because some people doesn't have that, which actually
uh,
you should always be grateful, and you should be grateful for whatever you face in your life, not only you and I and everyone because whatever position we are in today, it's for a specific reason. And I want to go deep down inside your mind on what was the thought or the thing that you was hanging to while doing all those things beside your family support and your peer support. So what was going on inside your mind, if you can share that with us?
Definitely, there were many things in my mind, focusing
Mm,
on my scholarship at AUB and focusing on فكرة يعني how to balance between these stuffs وصراحة honestly the main thing to focus on my scholarship. This is my يعني
mm,
my future. إنه فكرة I can pause it for a while then I can continue مثلا in workshops or in a program.
mm,
فإنه how to focus on my scholarship. بس regarding فكرة يعني I had never إنه خلص أوقف أو شيء أو لا.
mm,
the thing that أنا everything is going to be well, everything is خلاص إنه it is a chapter of my life that will be end now or later the university. ويعني إنه هيك يعني مثل daily affirmations إنه that
mm.
I'm always thinking about. إنه this is the thing يعني I consider it ودائما believing oh my God إنه everything is going
Yeah.
to be well.
So it goes to 2 points, if I can sum it up. The first point, which is belief and faith. You believed in yourself, you
Yes,
had faith. Okay.
yes,
And the second point is you are actually reminding yourself because that
yeah,
happens. We sometimes forget what we are or who we are or what we want. And it
yeah.
helps us to go back, to lapse back to our old habits, old behaviors. So I want you to like tell me beside affirmations or reminding yourself or how you used to remind yourself, when you hit by a negative thought, what is the thing that used to get you up? Like what is the thought?
So هلا all of us are experiencing so many traumatic experiences in our
Mhm.
life. I'm always experiencing that in my university. The
Mm,
grades, the risk of leave, the risk to lose the scholarship. So everything مثلا لما ببلش إنه touching إنه the risking line I feel إنه خلاص I did what I can.
Yeah.
آه أنا إنه خلاص إنه اللي قدرت أعمله و my God saw me how much I'm putting
Mm.
efforts. فخلاص don't overthink. بس انه at that moment I'm over هيك بصير over dramatic, over reacting, over بصير so sensitive. بس انه at that time وخلصنا، انه ما بخليها ترجع later on تكفي. اكيد I'm always having this thoughts مثلا لهلا يعني what is next.
Mm.
what is what يعني it is والله it's so tough في journey انه
Yeah.
بالسكول انه you have no chance to do any type of failure لأنه you have patience. و I know إن مثلا my دفعتي كانوا like 60 students now بال 30s. هيك
Mm.
مثلا as squid game الجامعة. حياة الله أنا مين بوصل للسينيور يير وما هيك والله.
You got
لأنه
eliminated.
آه
I feel you actually, but you know, what you are doing is actually very smart because you are detaching yourself from the outcome. So why people are anxious and overthinking because they are too attached to the materialistic world,
آه
like the outcome, what will happen. Like you can't control what will happen. You never can. You never will be able to. You can only
yeah
control what you do, what's your actions. And
yes
your
what you
actions
uh,
spoke for themselves, I believe. So now I want to like speak about an important point. Let's go back like 5, 6 years to old Ibrahim and let's think about how was your mentality and how it is right now. Would you think you would be able to do what you are doing currently with the same amount of pressure and same amount of effort
no
with the
no
old you, the
definitely
old mentality? Why? And tell me, would you believe that something have to die in order for you to live?
No, definitely. يعني all of things are getting a change. يعني not me. Me and يعني everything around me. يعني. Even you, my parents, the place where I'm living, everything يعني بضل بيتغير. We are not in a constant state. So old mentality I had a faith like the grades are everything in life, and once you get high grades you are going to get a scholarship no matters no you are doing مثلا volunteering, trying to do a project, trying to do مثلا the grades are everything. مثلا او overreacting ب 1 grade or مثلا نص علامة اروح اتخانق مع الاستاذ انه واي خلص انه you did what I can انه I did what I could وخلصنا.
Yeah.
قبل بس I had يعني مثلا the same vision إنه one day I will create my own business, my own project, بس I don't know how or how
Okay.
it's going to. بقى أنا الأونلاين اللي after إنه during the COVID بلشت زوم meetings الأونلاين تطلع وهيك. ف it was a chance to start to هيك مثلا to
Mm.
invest مثلا to start my startup بهيدا الوقت إنه كان everything
Mm.
online. مثلا أنا later on هلا I'm trying to find donors to make a center for فكرة maybe in حمرا or another. So once they are going to see what we're working for I can show. يعني we had working 3 years ago but I can show them. مثلا if لأنه كنا online I put zero budget. مثلا now if someone or before online is trying to launch a new project he needs to do a center, he needs to do مثلا يحط
Mm.
to pay money. He's putting risk. يعني
Yeah.
ممكن ما يزبط يمكن ما يلاقي donors. فإنه you got me how to tackle إنه ياخد manipulate this chance.
Mm. I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
It's like the point of you actually starting instead of saying, I need
yeah.
a donor first. No, you don't need anything.
Yeah, I don't
And
need.
actually, yeah, tell me.
It's
What?
your decision to start. It's your decision to start.
Yeah, it is your choice. That's what I always tell people. I tell them like it's always your choice. And if even if you are not choosing to choose, you are not choosing to choose, and you are choosing that. You are the one who is choosing not to choose. That's the irony of life. So
Yeah,
people usually like get too attached to the outcome, which was that you did, which is detaching yourself from the outcome. Said, I want to choose to put the amount of effort and energy that I have to what I want without thinking of how I will get it. And actually, in the old mythology, like in the old, in the ancient studies, not the law of attraction that people knows now, or like the life coaching that people know now, because with time everything have changed وغيروا كتير اشياء. Like there is a lot of things that are misconcepted,
كثير
if you
كثير
want to
كثير.
say. You got me?
مثلا في كتير اشياء كانت قبل stigmatized، هلا لا، اشياء كتير تغيرت. الكونسبت اوف انه ستيغما، مثلا التابو، انه اشياء كتير تغيرت من
Mm,
مثلا 15 years old. مثلا كانت قبل المرأة انه مثلا تلبس انه ربة تسوق سيارة، it was واو شو هيدا. هلا
mm,
كتير عادي انه
yeah.
نحن we are not in we are يعني نحن always in change يعني
Yeah, I
دائما.
got you. That's the point. We are always changing, yet we are always human beings. So our human essence, our human nature will never change. What is
ايه
changing? Our perceptions, how we see reality. But in reality, if like we go and see the law of attraction, how people talk about it right now, like fake till you make it and all those stuff, those are not valid in your subconscious and your ancient mind. And based on the ancient studies, law of attraction is literally how you just did, which is focus on what you want, which is have the outcome, the end outcome in mind. Like you wanted to start fikra. You have no idea how to start fikra. You just wanted to start fikra and you didn't worry about, okay, what is the next step? What I should do? What I should do? No, you just started and did it. You got me? Regarding of how
yeah.
might people react or how you might be perceived or what will happen next, you just started it, which has actually led you to the point of doing what you want, doing what you love, and actually like doing an impact, which is the thing that you wanted. So I want you now, like, to share with me the ideation of what are the 3 points that maybe like keys that made you
That made you what?
living, like the 3 keys that always
ايه
kept you consistent in this matter.
consistency. أول شيء إنه still يعني مثلا to go على البيرسونال listen to your voice، إنه feel free in expressing what you are إنه feeling، إنه what are your مثلا future long term goals that you are having in your minds. feel free to listen to them.
Hmm.
second start يعني إنه start your own، بلش whatever إنه around you، إنه بلش. I'm going to give you one advice. Once we started فكرة in October 2021، كان في بلشت في إشي كانت الفكرة بلشت و
Mhm.
now they are من موجودين. Once we started, their participants started to join our groups and they were saying oh انتوا عم تقلدونا وانتوا عم
Mhm.
تقلدونا. كيف هيك انه اشياء. عم بعدين انه انا غلطت، انه رجعت رديت عليهم، وانا وقت بندم ليه رجعت رديت عليهم. فتت على الجروب وقتها اتخانقت معهم انه why should I did that. ما تردوا يعني the thing، ما تردوا على حدا. اللي بقول لكم عم تقلدونا. I'm going to give you an example. here in Lebanon كل المدارس بدرسوا نفس المنهاج بس the
Hmm.
quality is different.
Yeah.
ف انه حتى لقيت في ناس عم تعمل بس اياه، بس انه انتوا you have to do انه الكواليتي مور تكون احسن
Mm.
منهم لحتى to show your own way, to show your own impact.
Mm.
The third thing that it's ما don't think the ego انه don't let the ego to
Yeah.
capture you، ما يخلوكوا to do anything. مثلا انا ما بسمح لي احكي مع هذا الشخص، ايش بدي فيه. ما تفكروا in that way. يعني
Mm.
مثلا many students معي كانوا معي بالمدرسة انه their ego is so high، فبطلوا يروحوا يسألوا السكولرشيب او any students told
Yeah.
them بطل سو وين هلا ان اي جامعه مثلا what they are studying. فما تخلوا الايجو تاعكم انه ما يخلوكم شو تسالوا او ما بيسمح لكم. عادي it's nice to مثلا to acknowledge your weakness, your
Yeah.
strengths, and what you need and what انه الhelp that you need.
Yeah,
هاي
I got you. That's actually a very valuable advice for the viewers because your ego is a killer. When you don't ask,
ايه
you don't like seek help, seek advice, seek assistance. Life is all about curiosity and exploring. And I want to really thank you for being with me today here because I know you personally and like I want everyone to get a grasp of how people perceive life. Maybe that perception or that perspective will inspire someone to do change, to be different, to act different,
Definitely.
because all human beings are connected in a way or another, and they must like be open to explore, to learn something new. And I want to hear from you. Do you have anything to add before like we wrap this up and I sum
Yes.
everything up?
Yes. Don't I'm not the perfect guy, the perfect one who
Hmm.
should listen to the advice وهيك. All of us يعني إنه دايما we are always doing mistakes هيك بس إنه أنا I would share إنه about فكرة a project not إنه ما بس مني يعني مثلا look to the progress of فكرة مثلا أنا I have a team بفكرة مثلا I can't do this progress لو أنا ما عندي هالتيم مثلا
Hmm.
now we are giving scholarships we are إنه scholarships to do the SAT and now we are working and to do scholarship one scholarship ب AUB one
Hmm.
scholar New York Abu Dhabi contact with many donors انه still بعدني it is an online platform it's
Hmm.
been 3 years تقريبا let's say we created our يعني own website انه you can start ما تفكروا حالكم ليجي الوقت المثالي to start no
Yeah.
no يعني it's there is always a chance there is always time to start
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna wrap it briefly and like
yeah
remind me if we want to add a point. The first point, which is the most important, I believe, it's belief and faith. We have to
yeah
always believe in what we are doing. The second point, which is my favorite, which is forget about the outcome. And that what I
eh,
always tell people. Despite the outcome, just do what
regarding
you have to
that,
do.
so I'm sorry, don't put high expectations.
Yeah, yeah.
أهم شيء الهاي expectations يعني ممكن يكونوا so إنه damage حيكون later on.
Exactly, because when you expect something, you have something to lose. But when you have no expectations, you are literally going in with nothing to lose, nothing at risk.
Eh,
You are just
definitely.
going it for the sake of the experience. And the third point, which is the ideation of despite of what people do around you, despite of the actions surrounding you, just focus on the productive world, like the work.
Definitely.
Like focus on what you can control and avoid what you can't control. I want to thank you again, Ibrahim, for being with me today.
ولو
And it was
ولو
great. It was great, honestly. I like the perspectives
for
and
me as well
the
يعني I'm
shared.
so honored.
It's my
I'm so
pleasure
honored.
because the ideation we shared today are like very important for people to hop on. And now for you, the viewers, I want you to make sure that you are subscribed because we upload like kind of 2 episodes weekly for you to benefit from the perspective of people who might been in your place one day. So why you waste your time and like think about something you can't control while you can get inspired and just try to look at things differently. And I hope that you will see things differently and choose to choose differently.